Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of First 40. We have got ourselves a little bit of flavor again for you with another Greece run. Of course, we just finished the Gorgo run, and we had the farming culture flavor in that one, which turned out to work out okay. I thought it was a really fun run. We've gone with island plates this time for this particular run. And we found a really interesting start. Island plates, who knows what's going to happen, but it's going to be a little bit different flavor for us. Give us a little bit different options. Pericles, I find, is a really good candidate for an island plates run if you can get yourself a nice island. They will operate really well when they could just have their own space and just do their own thing, build your cities, build your districts, play Sim City, maybe meet three or four of your own city states in your area. Of course, they get the big boost, 5% culture for every city state you're suzerain of. You get an extra envoy every time you build your specialty district. So it can really be awesome to just sim city with this guy. So having a nice, peaceful, chill out game on an island plate that you like is great. Who knows? Maybe this island plate's going to suck, but we're going to find out. I can tell you right now that the capital is not going to suck. So, a couple of options you have in this playthrough. I would definitely step across the river to take a look at what you're doing. We're going to find a 3-2 tile. If I was playing this game on a lower difficulty level, I would seriously consider a turn 3 start in order to get fresh water. But I feel like there's other options that we could enjoy. Definitely a harbor, a +4 harbor right there. There's definitely some options in here for your Acropolis, of course. You're going to have a 2-2 city center and a 3-3 tile to work right out of the gate. We've got mountains here that can help us with a campus potentially back in here. There's a lot of different things that can go right in this situation. Let's just put it that way. Like I said, if you're playing on a lower difficulty level, I would consider doing that. But in this situation, a turn 3 start on deity, when you can already have a good start here, housing's not going to be too bad. You're going to have 3 right out of the gate. You've got an aqueduct option here eventually, but granary gets you to 5. Irrigation gets you one here. Boats gets you another one there. So you've got a lot of options to get it going until you get the possibility of an aqueduct later, which could help you with adjacencies as well. So, yeah, exactly, Hindu. If you were to put the aqueduct, or if you put the Acropolis there and an aqueduct there, that would give you an extra adjacency to that, because there's a good chance you're going to want to put your campus back in here somewhere with the mountains, and then your harbor here. So that would be your first 3 districts covered. And so you wouldn't get an adjacency to your Acropolis until you got to pop 10. In this case, you could throw the aqueduct down here relatively soon and give the extra adjacency. I think this is pretty nice. Turns out we've got some ocean to our side here. So island plates, you never know. We do have a goodie hut to go for, so we'll be able to do that. On island plates, I'm not a big fan of going for scout because there's typically not a lot of land to go for anyway. But I also would like to get to my settler and get my settlers out really quickly. Particularly if you're going to have an island to yourself, if you get lucky enough for that. Getting your cities down super early and kind of living on the edge. Getting your settlers down every single second earlier than possible you can. Okay? So, your options would be to go Slinger or an extra turn to your Warrior. I kind of like the extra turn to the Warrior because Slingers are meh against the Barb Huts. Whereas another Warrior, then you can just clear out the island, clear out the Barb Huts. One extra turn isn't too bad. It's tough though. The Slinger, maybe you can get the archery boost. Who knows? Like it's not a lot of space. I really like the idea of getting to that settler on turn working it on turn 6. We'll be working like look at this 2/2 city center 3/3 tile. Then we'll be working another 2/2 tile to get that settler out. It's gonna be a super duper early settler. You know, I like it. Now technology. Let's take a quick look. Getting to harbors is obviously something we're going to do fairly quickly. May not get there in the first 40 turns, but fairly quickly. Mining allows us to chop down the trees, of course. We need the bronze working to get rid of the jungle. And our luxury is going to need irrigation. My first thought is mining, pottery, then it leaves open irrigation and bronze working for our next ones. Animal husbandry we can leave behind. Fishing boats even is something that we want to get fairly early as well. Step here. Chat. All at once now. Let's hear it. There's our continent lens. All one continent, of course. Typically on island plates that you're going to see. And look at that. Petra. That's actually fresh water right there. Wow. Wow. Chat. All right. Let's see what's going on there. Oh, chat. Chat, stop. What? What?
What a grand sight this must present in the wet season. Waterfalls in every direction.
So dirty. Wonder Petra best one. Oh my god. And it's just hills for days. I mean, you put the city over here. Look at this. It's already like this looks like all hills over here too, maybe. It's already 6, 79. It's already 10. You could put the city here. And it'd be 9. Who the hell knows? I mean, this is just insane. Garbage. Reroll. Get this out of here. In before there's a another civilization standing right there. GG's. What's going on, Amped? How you doing, buddy? So Slinger, you don't want to venture too far, but we will take a quick look here. Ooh, some nice tiles out there as well. God. Wow. Now, what you really want to see now is actually you want the jungle. You actually want the desert to stop, and you want it to turn into some stuff to chop down. You kind of want to have some options over here, or like just like even a couple trees or some jungles or something to chop down. That way you can throw the city down like right here, and then chop some stuff out, and just scoop it all up. Right into our settler on starting on turn 6. We got an 8-turn settler just like that. 3/3. Oh wait, actually we want to work. Yeah, we want to work the growth. So it's actually gonna be a 9-turn settler, but we're gonna be getting a population as well. So it actually could end up being, depending on the carryover, it could actually end up being an 8-turn settler. Ah, landmarks with the jokes. Okay, this is insane. Okay, so that's not what you really wanted to see there. Be interesting to manage a Petra city that you've got no chops in. Very interesting. Indeed. You got a nice campus over here. You really want to make that your second city, and then work all the food you can. Try and get the population up. I don't even know. Like, without any chops and no good tiles, I don't know what you do there. I honestly, like, it's really hamstrung. Another 3/3 in the capital. Oh my god. Trade routes would help. Yeah, you definitely have to get trade routes going. Absolutely, no doubt about that. +4 campus, but unless there's something here, which I don't think there's going to be. In fact, there can't be because it's next to a lake. There's no trees and stuff on a lake. So there's, if you put it here, you're gonna have 0 chops. How does this guy have a promotion? Did he get a promotion for finding that? I'm gonna go ahead and actually, you know what? I'm gonna hit once and then take it actually. Because the thing is but you're not, once I take the promotion, I'm not actually gonna get any XP for hitting him, so it doesn't really matter. I might actually hit him twice and then promote. I don't know. See if we can get some fresh water over here to soak up some of these tiles. Ah, the 3-3.
When you find yourself in a hole.
There's mining. I like going pottery now. Then the promo. Okay, so there is another barb hut. We're not going to want to take it on, but we're going to like the idea of getting that. We're not looking at fresh water over here, though. This is unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. He may step out. I had a feeling he would. So if he keeps chasing me, we can just bring him back to the city center and halt him. Coastal city down here somewhere, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe out here, pick up the 3-3. Maybe right there. Pick up the 3-3 there. Harley Quinn, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it very much. Great having you here. Yeah, rip the England dream, eh? Well, he's still chasing me down. We could just do an experiment here about the ideal terrain. Curious about the ideal terrain battle. It's too bad he's not on flat ground there, because he'll get a little bit of a bonus when I shoot him. But now I want to take a look at this too as well. So we're about to go to pop 3, and it's 3 turns left. I'm curious when this goes to pop 3 and starts working the 1-3 tile, if it starts to if it goes down to 1 turn left. We have 22 left. It might. It'd be close. The one Jat, thank you very much as well for the follow. Both of you guys, leave your shoes at the door, make yourself at home. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much, guys. Good to have you here. No, it did not. It's got 13 left. Oh, actually, you know what? A second. I actually can make it go 1 pop. There we go. I was going to say, that math doesn't make sense. If I only got 13 left, I should be able to get 13 production. There it is. There it is. 13 production. That's going to be we're going to pop our first settler at turn 14. All right, let's do our experiment here. He is getting the ideal. Oh, he's getting ideal terrain from being on the hills? How's he getting that? Shouldn't he just be getting hill terrain? Or is the sheep making it ideal? So we took 20 off. We'll see how much damage he does to me. Oh, wow. What did I say? In before. And there it is. Oh, we can't see it yet. You do island plates to have your own land, and then 10 tiles away. What are you gonna do? I think you still go and settle Petra Dream. He actually walked away. He did not want to attack into the ideal terrain there. That's very interesting. Not happy to see that, though. Not happy to see that at all. I was going to go right into another settler. Let's pop our monument. Open civics tree. Barbarians. And then we'd, of course, just like with Gorgo, we do not have to choose. Just fantastic. Let's go ahead and spend the gold and cross our fingers. The river here, we're going to want to get a city on that as well. They may not value that, but you got to get the city going, though, is the only thing. They may attack me onto the hill. But at this point, we're going to win that battle anyway. Raisin Pumpkin. How you doing, bud? That Petra, though. He ran away. Relic. That'll get us a Pantheon quick. That would also help for a culture game for tourism as well, so that's nice. Man, yeah, you're almost in a situation like this doesn't look great. This would almost be a situation where you'd probably have to go get some aggro going, because it looks like this is pretty small through here. I mean, it looks like there might be land there, so who knows? There might be some spots, but city there, maybe you get a city here. Certainly doesn't look like there's space for. Just archery. Do 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 do. Okay. Wow. We can't even get another city on this river. Well, it would certainly be an interesting challenge. Oh god. Well, the good news is he can't actually. If I go to there, he can't take me because it's 2 hills, and it's 2 hills the rest of the way, so he can't actually ever take me. Wow. That's a nice tile, too. Are hills for defense? Well, hills provide defensive bonuses when you're being attacked if you're standing on them, as well as forests. That's what you mean. Yep. This here, what is that? It's a wonder. It's called Uluru. culture, extra 2 culture, and extra 2 faith on every tile. Now, in this city, the only way this city grows is we need a granary. Normally, I would how often do I say monument first, right? Granary here is always first. Trade route, the moment we can get trade route, which is in 4 turns, we need to get a trader in here. Almost be worth buying the trader just to get the city going as well, because it's the only way the city can grow. Yeah, hoplites. I'm kind of thinking another city, and then what you would want to do is just do a hoplite rush, and maybe take out Alexander, because we don't have the land here for a serious game. Yeah, farm the first promo. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna have to ignore that because I'm probably gonna settle here, and he'd consider that a one as well. That must have been. Wait a minute. If that was the scout from this guy, how did he get through here? Unless he was a scout from something down here that's been killed. I don't know. When you said that city could never be taken, what was it because of? Oh, low mass. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Was I talking about... Now, here's a potential for Earth Goddess as well. Because we have a lot of chops here, but then the chops run out pretty quick. In a culture game, we can use that faith. You know, we could potentially have a lot of really nice culture tiles, or faith tiles. Get rid of some of the jungle. And we're going to have faith tiles for days. Not a lot of land, though, on an island plates either. So that's less tiles in general that are going to give you that faith. This is one where you'd have to really debate. You know, we're going to chop down a lot of stuff, but then the land actually runs out. You don't have as much stuff as you think to chop down. There's not as many tiles to actually work because you've got island type. So both of those are good. I like both of them a lot. They're probably what I'd like to choose from. But your other options... Divine Spark if you're going for a culture game in particular. You could go Oral Tradition. We've got some bananas and spices, so that would give you a nice culture push early. You know, an extra 4 or 5 culture real quick. Would never hurt. But I think you really do want to... Something that could generate faith for you for at the start to help you with a monumentality push in one of your golden ages, and then later on just to have that bulk. I kind of like Earth Goddess because later on in the game on this island you could probably have every single tile with appeal of charming or better, and that means every tile, I mean however many tiles there are here, would essentially... The only place you wouldn't is these would all be mines, but everything over here you'd have trees and stuff, and there'd be no marsh or anything like that. You would have a lot of trees. Everything along the water would all be charming or better. You'd probably be looking at 30 to 40 faith per turn just off your tiles. And then, of course, if you aggroed and got your land down here... It's tough. I almost feel like I'd take Faith from Appeal. Just to mix it up even. Because I take the other one so often. And especially because right out of the gate, they're all. So that's +4 right out of the gate, right? Yeah, I think it came from the north, yeah. That settler. I just think the problem is that I don't know... the scout wouldn't attack unless his barb hut was killed already. That's my point. Curious what's going on there. See if we can get a little bit more information. Yeah, like he's killing himself for some reason. And that's because his butt's gone. There's bronze working. Okay, so potentially that actually comes from here. So there's a chance that things could open up there a bit. There's actually a river right here, so that's actually going to be a spot for a city. So that's opening up some options here. There's a possibility of a city there if you're really desperate, and then another city here, just desperate for land, you know.
If there are no dogs in, that's the positive aspect of trade.
No reason to change anything. Well, actually, we have our Pantheon. That's right. We don't have a trade route, but we will get one going fairly soon. We could turn this on eventually, like not too long. Like sometimes I never use that, but you can get that going to get a galley out quick for the era score, particularly if you're pushing a golden age like we are. Get that galley going. You don't have a recon unit, so that's useless. So I would go here and then keep an eye out to change it when you get a trade route going. That and like that. And of course we are getting the culture from this tile right now. Now, wait a minute. Would we, if we went food, would we grow? Oh, we would actually grow. I was thinking that one food would make us so that we wouldn't grow. I like that culture for pushing through the tree, the civic street, but I was thinking that the one food. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the growth, actually. That was kind of a mistake there, but it's not a big deal, but... let's go ahead and grab bronze working, find out where our iron is. Might help us decide on our next city. That's very good to know. This is your next city, 2-2 city center, couple 2-2 tiles. Lots of nice tiles to work. Now, in 11 turns we can build our unique unit, so we probably, that's why I kind of like going bronze working is too, because we push out hoplites. 11 turns, let's do the math. We need the trader 100% right away, and then we have to start thinking at that point about the possibility. Oh wait, sorry. I thought this didn't say the settler just finished. Oh, we'll finish the settler. Okay, finish the settler in one turn, then the trader. And then you're gonna want to time it up so that you can have your cities like, try and pump out hoplites. The goal will be, I kind of wish I hadn't sent him a delegation now. I'd like him to go aggro on me. The goal will be to set up a line of hoplites, let him bring his units in, have his units just die, and then counterattack to take out his cities. Absolutely. This looks like it wraps around, doesn't it? Happening here. So, my thought is probably a city here. Or, well, it's actually hard. A city here would be a +5 harbor. Maybe even a +6, who knows. A city there, and what would you lose? Nothing. You would lose... This tile here could actually go to a city there, so... I actually think it's right out on the pier. You don't necessarily like to always do that, because it would be very dangerous to enable attacks. but it's a 2/2 city center, 3/3 tile to work. You would buy that right away. You get all the tiles, and it's a +5 harbor. Whereas if you go here, you have to eat up that fish, and it's only a +3 harbor. That's a big deal, that +5. And then you'd have lots of options back this way. I think I like that. And then you would go with a city here. There's your 4 cities. You could potentially get another city out here, would be 5. You could, if you were desperate and you couldn't get land off this guy, you could go here. Not sure if there's anything up there or not. It's hard to tell if there's anything there. There could well be another city up there to have. But this settler comes to here for city 2. Absolutely. We pump out that trader real quick. Pretty hut's nice to see. Yeah, and then also like, if you could get like 2 more slingers out, upgrade them to archers, get like 4 hoplites out. Just set up almost like something out of 300. Set up a nice line of defense with your hoplites, just all lined up. They get a combat bonus for being adjacent. Have the archers in behind them, and then just right over the top. And I would actually say he's actually stuck. Well, no, he's got his 3 cities, but he's actually might be stuck for room after that. Enrico, how you doing? What's better, to harvest the sheep or keep it? I would keep it. Well, this here, I would harvest that. If you're asking about that particular one, I'd harvest that and put a mine on it. Particularly because the plan would be, the plan on this particular city would be to have Petra. So you build Petra, and you put a mine on it. But generally speaking, I would always work a sheep, because it's a great tile. That'd be a 2/3 tile. If it's on grasslands, it's a 3/2 tile. Absolutely, yeah, I would keep them. They make great tiles overall. City on here would be kind of worthless, but you need land, right? That would be an amazing seaside resort, a lake game culture. Another copy of Amber. So you'd probably throw a city out here. Eventually. Right? The boost to wheel. What did it give it? Was it? Oh, we got a strong. What did it give us? The boost to wheel and what? Masonry as well, was that? I haven't built a quarry, so it must have been that. Yeah. Hey, put him in there. He actually has a promotion of that. And I just want to take a quick look to make sure, oops, that there's nothing more for land out here. There's a possibility. And then I'm actually going to send that warrior back that way to scout. Or I can actually send this. I can actually get the slinger going that way, actually. No reason why I couldn't send him out there as well. Let's go like that. Potential that there's land. I can't tell. Wow. It's a good thing I kept looking. That's actually going to help us as well with popping out units later. First meet on Carthage is the only city-state we've met. Maybe there's a city-state up north here, too. Did we take like little settlements up here? Yeah, it's fresh water. Okay. This trade route, absolutely 100% goes right there. Use production. Why did I go? Oh, I guess, yeah, I went up there because I want to Gogi to produce the units, yeah. And I already got 2 cities out, and it's not like I need to pump out cities super hard now. I could go with another settler. The city's so productive. Granary would be nice for the housing and to help it grow quickly. And then we could, and then once we get a Gogi, we can slip into popping out our slingers and our hoplites. Very nice to myth cartridge. Plus, you know, we know that that's on an island. How big that is, that island, right? It looks like there's actually land right there. So there might be another city to have on that as well. Might be another city-state to meet there as well. Might not be a bad idea to have this guy walk around to this location. There might actually be have the ability to be a long ways, but now this guy absolutely takes that for the extra food and production. Now, other thing to keep in mind too is that because it's going to Athens, this city right here, you're going to want to have as many districts as possible to help feed that city extra food and extra production. So certainly, I think Kendu mentioned this earlier, a government district in this city as quickly as possible would be a good idea. Really, it needs food more than anything. It needs some population. So a campus would give you food as well. Holy site gives you food, but I don't know if I'd build a holy site. I would go campus and government square if I could get them real quick. That would make it a 3-2 trade route. And help this thing grow. At the end of the day, you're gonna have to, like, you want it to get to like pop 3, pop 4 as quick as you can. Look at that. It's already at, it's gonna grow. You know, fingers crossed you can get to pop 4 and then just start Petra as soon as you possibly can. So in here, 2-2 city center, and again, look at all the faith that we're getting off our tiles. Straight to the monument. A 2-2 with faith is great. And again, lots of really good tiles. We can expand to that. We can actually start thinking about buying tiles, because I was thinking about buying this 3-3 for the city center and for this city as well. That would cost a fair amount of money. What were we looking at? That would cost us 140 gold. We still have 100 left. We could potentially see. I like working the 2-2s over that 1-3, even though it's got culture. So I don't know if I bother worrying about that. And this city here, this city should be able to grow. If what I actually need to do in this city, as much as I like working that as the food tile, I actually, once I get to a pop 2, I actually need to buy this tile, because that's a food and production tile. It's the only food and production tile in the city, and then it needs to get worked too, obviously, by a builder. But yeah, I actually need to get on that tile as soon as I get to pop 2. Actually, yeah, it's hard to call. You know what I'm gonna do? Yeah, I'm gonna do exactly what I said I was gonna do. I'm gonna go like this and like that, because you're crazy not to. That's a pair of 3-3 tiles that you're working there. I'm actually gonna go ahead and buy that tile as well. And now this city is working a food and a production, like that. That'll get us, because what that'll actually let us do is get us to another population sooner, and then maybe we can get to pop 3 by working that. I'm not sure how that'll work. I'm not sure if that'll be enough. It'd be a slow journey to 3, I think. Be a slow journey to 3. There is he's gonna head back and give us a lot of trouble. That's fine, because I'm gonna get more units out of here soon. We'll be fine on that. Now, decisions on where to go next. We'll get to pop 6 before too long, I think, because that'll get to 2, and then this won't be, well, 22 to 4. What? Okay. Focus the food. 17 turns to pop 4. Hard to say. Especially the district as well. Okay, yeah, we'll just go with that. Just go like that. It's gonna head off. Don't forget the city below. Here? Yeah, I chose not to buy any tiles here. That's what you're talking about. I got a 2-2-1 and a 2-2-1 here to work. I'd actually prefer not to work the 1-3 because I want the city to grow in population. So I actually don't mind the way this actually turned out overall. There is our ability to build... Oh my god, I just made a big mistake. This, ladies and gentlemen, is where you would actually save scum. But I can't do that. We'll pump out slingers. I actually meant to turn on a Gogi, and that was a mistake by my... Absolutely meant to turn on a Gogi, and I completely forgot. I apologize for that. Oh, there's iron as well. Holy cow. Gonna have a choke point here, it looks like, anyway. That was a mistake. I meant to put on a Gogi to turn those units out. The whole point of going up there first was to get a Gogi. No point in going here. The watermill's not going to help us because we don't have a city on a river yet. Oh, we have one, I guess. Yeah, that's a good point. But walls wouldn't be a bad idea. This will let us get our gold from our... Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, we're 23 turns from growth here. Even stressing the growth, it's just a long ways away. But you just got to work it. Definitely a city up here. We're not sure how good it's going to be, but you could definitely get a city up here. There you go. That is 40. Oh, wow. There we go. Oh, interesting. So that's going to hurt. That is going to hurt. But there's interesting stuff happening up here. Canal City. Yeah, loves it. And a goody hut as well. You know what would be amazing? Is if that tile right there, that goody hut, had population. Close to city. I would go with another slinger. Guy gets to 3, and then start on the hoplites. And then form a wall, and just go... Like, you see, like, if you can get your hoplites out, just go hard real quick, and just try and take him out while he's got no walls and 10 city center. Absolutely a lot of possibilities there. This is another one I'm going to save up. Like this. And we're going to call this Pericles First 40. Look at that. I like where we're at as a start. I mean, there was a big mistake not getting a Gogi in there. Because you'd be pumping those units out a little bit faster. But, I mean, there's nothing to do about it. You make mistakes, right? But it is a cool run. And it'd be very interesting to see if you get Petra. I can guarantee you, if there ever becomes a series called Next 40 Turns, this might be the first one we do. Is Petra, right? That Petra, right? Thanks for joining us, folks. That is another edition of First 40 Turns. I hope you're enjoying this series. It's been getting pretty good coverage on YouTube. Seems to be getting pretty good hype. Yeah. Until next time, take care of yourselves. And come join us in Twitch. We're having lots of fun over here. Bye-bye.